How's it going, everybody? It is Galake here from theepidentries.com, back with the continuation reading of Shadows Before Dawn. Sorry that it's been such a long time, about 3 weeks, coming up on 4 weeks, I think. It's been a long time since the last previous part that I did. Hopefully, if anybody's new to this reading, hopefully you got a chance to catch up on all of the previous parts that I've uploaded, and if you've been listening to this for a while, once again, I apologize for the long delay. We're pretty close to finishing this up, so I am going to try and stay consistent from here on out so we can get this book done finally and start a new one hopefully. But today I'm going to be doing tool number 21, which is Love is Forgiving. So let's jump right into that. So tool number 21, Love is Forgiving. First section, who's in charge of happiness? In our society, we often give things to other people and try to add to their happiness out of guilt. We try to erase our sense of guilt by giving, and giving in the form of sacrificing ourselves. But when we give to others from this motivation, we resent giving, and that form of giving doesn't add to happiness. What it really does is detract from it. You cannot be happy and give anything to someone else that you don't honestly want to give. To add to someone else's happiness doesn't mean that you are taking responsibility for other people's happiness. It means you begin treating others the way you want to be treated. But all this being said, giving is a choice that does lead to happiness if your giving is entirely intrinsically motivated, coming from within you and not done with any expectation or desire to get something back. The choice to add to other people's happiness will not make us happy unless we expect no attention, no acknowledgement, no appreciation, and no reward for doing it. It's a choice to let our happiness overflow into the world because it feels so good to see others happy. Unfortunately, the society we have co-created is rarely unified. We stand in elevators without saying hello to each other. We hide our problems from each other, becoming convinced that we are only ones who feel the way we feel. Let me check something real quick. We are the only ones who feel the way we feel. Sometimes we have no idea who is living right next to us in our own neighborhoods. A lot of unhappiness comes from this separation, and yet, all too often, we wait for someone else to change it. We live in hope that someone else will suddenly show us love and add to our happiness one day. But what really happens is that everyone stands around waiting for someone else to do it, and we all remain stuck. It takes only one person to get the ball rolling, and that's you. Start to give from your heart, and miraculous things will happen. Next section. How many ways can I give? As you've been learning in these chapters, when we accept that oneness is the truth of this universe, then we know that the way to love the world is to love ourselves. But a little known fact is that it also works in reverse. An excellent way to give love and happiness to yourself is to give love and happiness to others. Every kind of gesture that you extend towards something else comes back to you in other forms of goodness, and that is why it can feel so good to give. We receive every time we do it. When we create a world of kindness for ourselves, we create a world of kindness for other people. When we nurture our own happiness, we nurture other people's happiness. Extending kindness is not all about grand gestures. There are thousands of random acts of kindness you could do very simply, very inexpensively every day. Remember, each time you give of yourself to others, in the long run, you'll get back more than you give. Here are some ideas to jumpstart your goodness. So we have: pay for someone behind you in a toll booth. Write anonymous positive notes on scraps of paper and place them randomly on car windshields throughout the city you live in. Donate things from your house to a charity or to a library. Visit people in a senior's home. Throw someone a "just because I love you" surprise party. Hold the door open for someone. Give someone a genuine compliment instead of keeping the appreciative thought to yourself. Mentor a child or teen who is at risk. Donate blood. Volunteer to walk and play with the animals at a pound or other pet adoption centers. Pick up litter. Let someone merge into traffic in front of you. Okay, there's more. Adopt a soldier as a pen pal. Call or visit someone who is sick and bring soup. Smile and converse with someone you wouldn't normally connect with, such as a store clerk. Return lost belongings to the owner. Send someone a just because I love you letter. Rub a loved one's back. Plant a tree. Give a coworker one of your vacation days. Cook a meal for someone. Help someone carry a heavy load. Shovel snow or do some yard work for a neighbor. Return a stray shopping cart to its rightful place. Get creative as you can. Random acts of kindness can be anything from smiling at a stranger all the way to paying off someone's college tuition. Every single act counts. Random acts of kindness don't have to add stress to your life, and doing them shouldn't make you feel as if you are sacrificing yourself and what little energy you have. You don't want to do things that take away from your own happiness. Do only what feels good to do. You can practice random acts of kindness whether you are a millionaire or you have only the clothes on your back to your name. Next section, attitudes about gratitude. Gratitude goes hand in hand with giving, but this concept is woefully misunderstood and not practiced nearly enough in its pure form. In Western culture, gratitude is what a person feels when he or she feels lucky to have something. This interpretation often carries with it a feeling of obligation or powerlessness, as if someone else is in control of you getting what you want. It is a feeling of gladness mixed with a feeling of prostration. This kind of gratitude keeps us a prisoner to the outside deliverance of what we seek, and it breeds a feeling of unworthiness, indebtedness, or fear of possibly losing what we have. I've been hesitant in the past to even use the word gratitude, because it has been bastardized so badly away from its true meaning. When I talk about it, I'm talking about a very different interpretation. To me, gratitude is a state of appreciation or admiration for what is. It's about focusing on the positive aspects of what exists in the present moment of your life and the subsequent allowing of that feeling of love for those aspects of your life to envelop you completely. Gratitude in terms of appreciative notice is a conscious acknowledgement and sense of enjoyment of what brings you joy to look at in the present moment. There are things to feel gratitude toward in every single situation. Sometimes it requires a little looking to find them, but they exist. There is a gratitude in any thought or memory that felt good as it occurred to you. There is even gratitude to be found in the role that negativity has played in your life. It is everywhere. You simply have to decide to look for it. You can enhance your practice of gratitude by keeping a gratitude journal in which you list all the things you are grateful for. Basically, this is where you list anything and everything that causes you to feel positive emotions. You may also choose to keep an item with you, like a ring to wear that reminds you to stop and find gratitude for something anytime you see or feel the item. Gratitude is a highly beneficial state to be in because it is a pure, unfiltered, positive, energetic vibration. And that concludes Love is Forgiving. Very interesting that she touched on, gratitude and I guess thankfulness towards the end there, since we are in November. We are sort of in the month of Thanksgiving, and where we sort of reflect on what we're thankful for and what we hold gratitude for. So that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, because as you know, I was not planning on getting this one out this late, but I guess it works, since we're sort of, gratitude is sort of the theme of the month, I guess you can say. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for checking this one out. So this was tool number 21. I'm gonna do tool number 22 on my next day off, which should be in a couple days here. It's a bit of a longer one. This one was pretty short, so tool number 22, stay tuned for that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys at the next one.